like rocket fuel.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Waiting. Watching the time. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And able to find John Brown. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Prescott. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This is caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Kelsey out in the slot right. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now. 3rd and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. That's taken on the 25. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
On second down, a run with Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Breida. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. How about that being his 13th interception of the season, tied for number 2 all-time?
And when someone's having a season that fantastic, wouldn't you think you'd have a scouting report that says, don't throw in his area?
I don't think he's cared about the scouting reports all year.
Yeah, he's found a way to find the football. He's become a true ball magnet.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Play action now, Prescott. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Jags get it. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And he's all the way into the end zone. And so much for losing the lead with the 2 points there. This game's back to even. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
That was sick.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the number 1 spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Flush to his right. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, DJ Hayden.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's now looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. On play action, Wentz. He finds his target, John Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Wentz now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
55. Right there. 55.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On second and 11 now. Wentz eluding the pressure right. That escapes us, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Throwing is Wentz. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bryan Anger now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, here we go. 56, right there, 56. You don't want none, baby. Hey, 47. Hey, you don't want to see 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll toss it to Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4 on first.
On rundowns, it confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will take the lead here at 12-9. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Hunt. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Wentz now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again. Play action. Now Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Wentz to throw again. Flushed out right. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Carson Wentz. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. That'll be complete to Breida. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Prescott now from the 50. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Prescott now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 16, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And John Brown's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered deal.
But they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They run with Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best in the bunch. Prescott looks to throw on first. It's caught by Treadwell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
That one complete to Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. This is Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that one Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Check 55, Mike. Man, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Wentz. Well, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And give that one to the Bears as they wind up winners. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.